I had my business together before I moved here. I lived in South Carolina and had been putting together my policies and procedures so that I would be ready when I got here, and had to start everything from scratch networking-wise when I first got here. BNI was a huge part of that, in that it cut down the time I took researching everybody I was networking with. I had people that I knew, liked, and trusted who would help me find the people that I needed and that they knew and liked and trusted, and I was able to grow my business so much faster than I would have been on my own. Through BNI, and particularly the one-to-one process, I have learned how to describe my business because the jargon that I don't think of as jargon and I think of as straightforward comes very easily to me, but people don't always tell you when it doesn't make sense. When you actually sit down and people can ask you questions, you learn how you're presenting your business and how you should be presenting your business. So I learned some wording that's better and some things that were missing that I thought were obvious that people just knew wedding planners did, that I was able to find out how to explain and to let people know. There's a lot of things out there that people don't know that I do, and I've been able to change that. One of the great things about BNI is that I am able to focus on how I am different than other event planners, and I can focus on my niche because by being specific, people remember me, and I have more resources because of BNI. Well, one way actually that I get referrals for people in my BNI chapter is just by watching social media. I have found a lot of people, when they need something, will post on Facebook, I need X. And actually I had one last week where my friend said, I need to get my car fixed and I need someone who's honest and reliable. And I immediately responded with, you have to go to Glenshire Auto. They have always taken such good care of me. And there were a few other answers. And in the end, he called my person first, my referral, and answered back with, the customer service there is so fantastic, I'm not calling anybody else. But he called first because he knew that I was referring somebody in BNI, and he knew if they had made the cut into our BNI chapter that they would be somebody reliable. In my chapter, the intergenerational diversity is big, and it really enhances my business because we're able to pull from different resources to help each other. And it's really made for a more well-rounded network, but also myself as a more well-rounded person. In BNI, the different generations really work together and can offer different perspectives. And they just, because there's very different backgrounds between leaps in technology and just the way things have grown, we're able to work together to do what's best for all of our businesses. And I think that it's a huge part of what makes a lot of the businesses that are owned by people in BNI they really take it above and beyond what other businesses do. I have gained so much from BNI, and there are the tangibles, the money, the referrals, the saving time, but there's also been intangibles. I am a lot more confident in who I am. I'm able to explain who I am. I've made relationships that will last a lifetime. You know, my home chapter is a lot like my family, and it has made my business more profitable, but also more enjoyable. It's like having a whole marketing team. So I haven't had to do as much of that on my own, and I've had time to do what I need to do for my business. I I got a call from someone who had been a member of my chapter, and she said, so there's this woman in Pittsburgh, I follow her on Twitter, she's looking for wedding vendors, and she made the introduction via Twitter. And they are just one of my very favorite couples, and they're so easy to work with, and they're just so happy because they know that I'm capable. But I didn't have to do anything past engaging. I didn't have to find them. It's a lot easier for me to talk about my friends' businesses than my own, and so it's nice to have those same 30 people or so out there finding me business.